Please send somebody to help us. Please send somebody to help us.
We have kids in here. We have dead bodies in the back. No one has been here. All we want is someone to show up and let us know what's going on.
We haven't seen any buses. We haven't seen police.
They shouldn't treat us like this. What, they brought us over here for the killers? The killers? The killers?
Hurricane Katrina!
You still have dead bodies on the street. You have, and you're steady hearing of different white vigilante groups that's riding around in cars and trucks. You have all type of police coming down here believing that every young black person is a looter.
You have electricity?
Come see. This is electricity right here.
Where's the fan from?
The fan that cools the radiator off, the engine off in the car. Charges form up the same way by the car battery. It puts out enough juice, you know, like the car batteries, the phone chargers that plug into the car. We use the same one. The only thing, we don't have to cut the wires and put one on the hot and the negative poles.
The water was up to my chest at that time when I was carrying that girl across the street. Right next door. And then when I put her upstairs on this two-story pole, I went back to get this other girl. When I come back, she was dead. And then they still ain't picked up. She's in the back of a truck. I got her wrapped up in Visqueen. And then right down the street when we was walking, trying to get some ice and water, they had two dead people there. They had one sitting in a wheelchair wrapped up in a blanket. It's still sitting there. On Jerry? Yeah, it's rough up there.
Nasty.
The only thing I want to know is why my government ain't doing something for us. I'm a Vietnam vet. I deserve something.
You know, we lost everything. They still got all that stuff. So, you know, how I feel about the government, you know, everybody got to do what they got to do. That's how I feel, you know, I ain't really got too much to say about it. I lost everything. I can't find my mama, my children. Can't find none of that. So just me and my brother right now, so we got to do what we got to do.
Did you all know each other before the hurricane?
Yes, ma'am. We've been knowing each other. I've been knowing Roy for about 14 years. I've been knowing Terry about 10 years. And this is Roy's brother.
I just met them a couple days ago.
And nice meeting you.
So you guys are sticking together in this?
Yes, ma'am. We got to do something.
What is this truck here?
What is it?
Is this your truck?
Yes, our truck.
See, this one of my work truck for my job. We lost our vehicle underwater. I'm going back to work. They're going to get their truck back, and I'm going to get my own car.
Where do you all work?
In New Orleans. I work for Master Steel Erectors.
He parked cars.
I was a post person, valet, parking cars in the CBD.
And I do roofing work.
I had worked for Fisher's Roofing Incorporated, but I've been kind of laid up. I got a hernia right now. I need to get operated on, but I never did go to the doctor.
My experience in New Orleans, it was like hell on earth. I don't know what else to describe it. I was in the Superdome for 5 days, from Sunday to Thursday, and the stuff that went on in the Superdome is unexplainable. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it out of there, really and truthfully. The toilet stopped up, urine and feces on the floor, trash piling up, babies dying because they don't have no milk. People pushing and shoving, just full of frustration. I didn't cry all I could. I didn't cry no more. I didn't cry so much. It's just horrifying.
Went up in the attic, stayed in the attic. It was 10 of us. My aunt, my father, my mother, myself, my daughter, my brother, and my 2 nieces, 1 pregnant. And we had to sit on the rafters that's in the ceiling. And the water came that high up. So we had to bust holes in the ceiling of the house and the whole roof for each of us to stand up and get fresh air. And we did that for 2 days. So a lot of people was airlifted from different houses that were screaming help. And I feel like they only was getting the people with small families. Because we screaming. We got an old lady, a pregnant lady, we have babies over here. And it was like, we only can help 3 at a time, only 3 at a time. But they never came.
You never came?
They never came.
How'd you get out?
My baby's dad came from, I don't know, with some boat, with some kind of rope tied around him, walking through like 5 feet of water. And I just couldn't believe it. So we all slid off the boat, him and some other guys. And we got off the boat, went through our neighborhoods on boats.
Did you sleep in those days that you were in the attic?
We started just to panic. And the looks in each other's eyes as if we may never look at each other again was horrible. And just to make 10 holes for 10 people to stand up and wonder who's going to go first, who's going to walk down and slip into the ceiling of the house and drown.
How many people did you save?
We saved approximately between 275 people to 325 people within 2 days, within 30 hours.
Just by putting them in the boat.
Air mattress the first day, 9 hours. Second day, 10 hours, boat that we found. The only reason the Lord blessed us with the boat because someone with that boat had then took that boat to the drop-off point, got on a helicopter, left that boat. They had no means of getting that boat away. We dropped off the last load on the air mattress, saw the boat, realized nobody was using the boat, took it upon ourselves to say, they said we tried to start it up, the motor wasn't working. So we said, hey, instead of just leaving and jump back on the mattress, we need to start getting 20 and 30 people on one trip, even if it take us an extra 10 minutes. That's what we did. We took the rope, I got in the front, these 3 guys got in the back. We pushed. All we asked is when we picked up the family, if some of the guys are not afraid to get in the water, let's fill most of the boat up with the kids and the females, and the guys need to get in the boat. If you can't swim, don't get in the water. I didn't get on the boat at all, and I picked my family up last, on the last day. If I worked 30 hours, my family was on the boat the 29th hour in 30 minutes. So, but that was their job to cook our food, because if we just did it every day, those 2 days without nothing to put in our stomach, we would cramp up and we wouldn't be able to save all of those people.
Our main thing was just to help the kids and the children, but also help the grown folks. But our main concern was the women and the children, because without them, there'd be no us.
Did you know each other before?
Yeah, we grew up together. Went to the same schools together, played sports together, Betty basketball, Pop Warner football. Been knowing these dudes.
And what neighborhood do you live in?
We live in the St. Bernard development. It's in Gentilly of New Orleans, which, as you know, Gentilly and the whole 9th Ward and the whole 7th Ward is basically gone.
Have you been recognized by the city or any other officials?
No, not until now. This is our first interview,
but they might see us with a boat that ain't ours and call us looters too.
We did what we had to do to survive and help other people to survive. So basically, we did what we had to do to help each other out.
Actually, Coast Guard members, once they finally started arriving, they were pulling on side of us, telling us, y'all heroes, dude. Telling us, we heroes.
Oh, I hear her roar when the cold winds blow and the water's up to the second floor.
Have you seen her? She got us waiting on FEMA. Tell the Red Cross these people need to get paid off.
Yeah, I see her damage everywhere I go, and we need more than talk from a TV show.
Have you seen her? She got us waiting on FEMA. Tell the Red Cross these people need to get paid off.
Yeah, this goes out to all the family and may have lost a loved one in the Gulf region. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi to Alabama, even Florida. Due to Hurricane Katrina, Rita or Wilma, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You can take me out of New Orleans, but you can't take New Orleans out of me. Until then, it's California love, West Side, LBC, baby. Creole shouting out. One love, one nation, one people.